Hi everyone, this is Team 4 consisting of me, Akseli, Reetta and Hamid, and our topic today is Omnichannel Retailing in the post-pandemic world. First, I'm going to give you a short introduction to the current retail environment on what has happened and what customer behavior evolutions have led retailers to take the necessary adjustments they are currently trying to provide. Then Hamid presents you the features and tactics that are typical for omnichannel retailing. And then Reetta draws the views to the future of omnichannel retailing, ending up with concluding the presentation. As we all know very well, the industry of retailing has seen a lot of changes since the 2000s internet boom, e-commerce taking increasingly bigger portion of the industry, slowly killing off high street brick-and-mortar stores, sometimes being described as the retail apocalypse. And to further strengthen the effect of e-commerce takeover, the COVID pandemic moved all retail into online mediums due to people avoiding risking their health and governmental contamination restrictions, when many physical stores were forced to close down completely. However, during this time when consumers were conducting all of their shopping online, they developed new habits and expectations regarding the physical shopping journey. When people started to make a comeback to physical stores after the worst of the pandemic had eased, retailers suddenly realized that their expectations and demands had evolved, shifting consumers to anticipate more convenience and enjoyment from the in-store shopping experience. It is evident that the pandemic disrupted all of the retail industry, forcing businesses to make quick changes to their operations in order to stay afloat. This meant that physical retailers had to hop on to the side of e-commerce, no matter if they had previous experience from the setting or not. And shortly after that, retailers had to remain nimble since they had to pivot once again when consumers returned to physical stores with higher expectations. Many fully online retailers also dipping their toes to physical retailing for the first time by opening up their first physical stores. It was realized that the physical online retailing channels couldn't be viewed as separate anymore, but they would need to be integrated together to offer seamless experience for the newly evolved consumer to serve whenever and however they want. This means that physical retailers are required to adopt digital features into their shopping experience, for example, by offering a digital map supported by RFID tags and in-store beacons through their mobile app for the customer to use as a guide when walking on the aisle of a physical store, or online retailer adopting physical features such as buying online and picking up the order from a physical store where a possible return of the product can be done immediately. All of these novel demands of consumers are due to the desire to streamline their shopping experience to get the convenience and easiness of shopping online while receiving the advantages of get the convenience shopping at physical stores, such as touching and feeling the product, receiving the product immediately, and humane aspects such as social interactions. The channel integration is key to offering an omnichannel customer journey where the borders between the channels should be as seamless as possible, allowing the customer to shift from one channel to another channel effortlessly while receiving cohesive experience in all channels. Next, Hamid is going to take you over to the different methods of omnichannel retailing.
Thank you, actually. I want to mention that some survey mentioned about that after pandemic, more than 70% of customers that they are less likely to shop in physical store. So it's important to retailer to adopt an effective omnichannel strategy to integrate both physical elements and with digital elements together to make a comprehensive shopping journey and provide convenience for customers. Omnichannel retailer emphasize the importance of maintaining human in touch, and shopping experience will leveraging technology to assist customer. There are some technology that now already using by some company, for example, Amazon Go, that is a cashierless convenience. The shopper goes into the store grab the item that's what they need and simply come out. The store automatically will detect what they have taken and change their charger account. Or one of the most interesting technology that used nowadays is Magic Mirror that helps customer to make up virtually. For instance, shopper can see how different products look like on their face without physically applying them. Or a digital shelf that display digital pricing promotion and product information for the customer and provide personalized recommendation. These are some technology that used nowadays with some company. As a whole, I want to say that the goal of this part is demonstrate how companies using new technologies and making new different strategies to ensure a convenience customer shopping experience across all customer touchpoints. In next slide, I think Reta will explain more about the future development in omnichannel.
Yes, thank you, Hamid. Now, my topic concerns the future development of omnichannel marketing. No one can predict the future with absolute certainty, but there are certain trends that are all but certain to continue strengthening. I'm going to touch on 3 of them, and they all kind of intermingle with one another. So, trend number 1. Omnichannel marketing is going to keep expanding with increasing touch points where brands can reach potential customers. Some brands are going to adapt to it faster, whereas some are going to take a little bit more time adjusting. But you know who doesn't necessarily require all that much time getting used to it? Modern, tech-savvy customers. Soon as customers are seeing, using, and getting comfortable with omnichannel marketing, they're going to start expecting it. If at that point, there's a wake-up call within a company to set up their omnichannel marketing system, they've already fallen behind. Because the touchpoints are not only capable of sharing, but also gathering information. Which brings us to trend number 2. The little bits of data that's gathered through touch points like apps, customer loyalty programs, and online and social media engagement can be analyzed into information that gives a better understanding of who the customer is as an individual. What do they like? What do they want? And why might they choose one product over another? With this kind of information, marketing can become more targeted. I'm sure we've all experienced some sort of personalized advertisements, and they're only getting more sophisticated by the moment. Right now, online ads such as banners can be targeted on an individual level using cookies, but ads out in the real world offer much less targeting capabilities. Question is, could those two be mixed or melted together even? Which is then my point of trend number 3. Phygital, the complete fusion of physical and digital advertising. Instead of 2 marketing strategies standing side by side, they become one, which is exactly what omnichannel marketing is about. No more internal competition between online and brick and mortar stores, but working together from both sides of what is at the end of the day, the very same coin. It provides immersion experiences. Amazon Go stores, mentioned by Hamid earlier, are a great example of physicality. Now, if a store knows where you are and what kinds of products you're picking up, is it really that big of a stretch to imagine that, for example, when you walk into the store, walk by certain products, that the store would highlight them based on your purchase history or online shopping list? And that brings us to our final conclusions. The renewed shopping habits that shifted during and after the pandemic mean that customers are demanding more from their physical shopping experiences, forcing retailers to then adopt omni-channel strategies in order to retain those customers and answer their increased expectations. Retailers should remain agile and vigilant when implementing new strategies as customers' demands are still shifting. The expectation is that future will bring ever more targeted and immersive experiences to customers. But the future is again not certain, and any number of unknown market disruptions could happen and turn the situation on its head. And that brings me to the end of our presentation. Here are our references, and we thank you for listening And we look forward to hearing your comments on the 28th of September. Thank you.